we don't grieve in the same way that the rest of the world does, because the world doesn't have the hope that we have. When someone dies, it is a horrible tragedy, always. No matter who it is, death is not a good thing. Now, in some cases, deaths can be good for the world. But death in and of itself is simply the result of us rebelling against God, despising Him, and acting on that. Sin is literally what we do to express actively that we hate God. See, the Bible expresses that the reason the malicious unaliving of another person is so evil is because it is an image bearer of God that is dying. Meaning the person who is perpetrating the act, they are doing it out of hatred towards God, not towards that person. But for those of us who are Christian, we understand that we are not of this world. That when we leave this world, it is a wonderful and glorious thing. Christians understand the gospel, and they understand that the gospel is the guarantee of life after death. It is the promise from God who cannot lie, that we will be raised to life with Jesus. So today, with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there was a mass tragedy that occurred at Evergreen High School in Colorado. There was apparently a man who was beheaded in Texas. All this a few days ago, there was a sick, evil, potentially demon-possessed man who decided that he needed to remove the life of a young girl. The world is absolutely a very dangerous place, and it is always going to be a very dangerous place for Christians especially. Jesus said, "Do not be surprised when the world hates you, because it has hated me first." The reason why people hate you is because they hate God. And there is not a single case in this world where someone dies without it being part of God's sovereign plan. God declares the end from the beginning. So while it is so untimely for us, it is right on time for God's plan. Hebrews 9:27 says that God has appointed for every man to die once, and after this, the judgment. This is so surprising. This is so shocking. This is so horrible for us. But from eternity past, this was the day that God had planned to bring Charlie Kirk home. Now, for the others, I have no idea if they were Christians. And so for them, my heart breaks so much more than it does for Charlie Kirk. And the reason why is because I know that Charlie is with Jesus. He believed that he was saved by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone, for the glory of God alone. He is with God. He trusted that Jesus was the fully sufficient sacrifice. He trusted in Jesus Christ alone. The other people, I have absolutely no idea what it is that they believed. So for them, my heart breaks so much more just because I do not know where they are. But at the same time, my heart rejoices because I know exactly where Charlie is. Tomorrow is September 11th, and the evil is not stopping. So tomorrow, there's a lot of people who have a potential to want to do something that is wrong, evil, just disgusting, despicable. So just make sure you guys are being safe. Watch everything that's going on around you. Don't go weird places. Just try to be as safe as you possibly can tomorrow. And really every day, especially if you're a Christian, you are a target of the world. So make sure that you believe that you're saved by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone, for the glory of God alone. Make sure that your trust is in Jesus Christ alone, that on the cross, He took all of your sins, past, present, and future, and that God made Him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in Him. Make sure you believe that. That is the most important thing possible. And after that, make sure that you stay safe, and make sure that you have the means to stay safe and to protect yourself. God bless.